Now let's start with the question number 2. Aluminium and indium are elements in the group number 3 of the periodic table. These two elements are present in the group of the periodic table. Okay. Which two elements? Aluminium and the indium. Okay. Aluminium is extract from the purified main ore. The purified ore is mainly aluminum oxide. It mainly consists of aluminum oxide. During this extraction process, aluminum oxide is break down into its elements. Name the main ore of an aluminum. So the main ore is bauxite here. Now the next one. Name the process in which the aluminum oxide is break down. Okay, let's memorize. Let's recall the reactivity series here. So in the reactivity series we have a potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. Then after that we can carbon is included here. Then zinc, iron, lead. Then you have a hydrogen, and then copper, silver, and the gold. Now, for the first elements before the carbon, starting from first, from the potassium, start from potassium till the aluminum before the carbon. These elements are extracted by the process of electrolysis. Remember this point. The elements which are below the carbon, including the copper as well, these elements are extracted by the reduction by carbon, and the last three, last two, they are reduced only by heating. Okay, now name the process. The name of the process is electrolysis. Name the substance which is added to the aluminum oxide to reduce the operating temperature. Of this process. So that element, that substance is what? Cryolite. Now, aluminum oxide reacts with the both acid and bases to form a salt. The substance that can be react with the acid and the base both, that type of a substance, that type of oxide is known as amphoteric oxide. And in your course, the two amphoteric oxide is aluminum oxide and the second one is zinc oxide. These two oxides are the amphoteric oxides. Okay. Now, so the answer is here amphoteric oxide. Now the next one. State the name and given to the formula of the salt formed when the aluminum oxide reacts with the dilute hydrochloric acid. So you have an aluminum oxide here. This one is an aluminum oxide. Al2O3 reacts with the dilute hydrochloric acid. So we have a dilute hydrochloric acid is the HCl. Okay. Now we have to write down the equation to write down the formula and the name to get the formula in the name. So aluminum Al2O3 reacts with HCl it will form a aluminum chloride. Aluminum oxide is what? Aluminum oxide right now acting as a base. Basically, the oxide is the amphoteric oxide, but it reacting with the acid, so it acts as a base here. So the base when reacts with an acid, that type of reaction is the neutralization and the formation of a water. Okay. Now, to balance the equation, what we have to do, we have to place a 3 here. If you place the 3 here, then we have to place the 2 for the ammonium and the 6 here. Now, the formula is the AlCl3 and the name is what? Ammonium chloride. Now, the next question. The salt formed when the ammonium oxide reacts with the aqueous sodium hydroxide and sodium aluminate. The name is a sodium aluminate. Okay. Complete the equation for the reaction of ammonium oxide with aqueous sodium hydroxide by inserting the missing formula and balance the equation. So to balance the equation, we're going to write down the 2 here, 2 and the water H2O. Single H2O will form here. Now this compound, write the formula for the anion of a compound of a sodium aluminate. The name is here is what? Sodium aluminate. AT. The AT, IT, the ID, these are the identification of what? Anions. Am I right, Bachu? And the one more thing, these aluminate means these aluminates have the class. There is another class of aluminate and they are known as a metal aluminate. What I am trying to say here, this AlO2, this whole is a molecular ion and this molecular ion is the anion in a nature. So the charge on this molecular ion is 1 negative. So the anion formula will be AlO2 1 negative. Is this part clear to all of you? Please thumbs up if the part is clear to you. Yes. If not clear, please let me know. If it is clear, then please thumbs up. Now, indium. The next element is a indium. Indium with an atomic number of 49 here. So for the 49, state the number of occupied electrons shells. We have to check the occupied electron shells in an atom of a indium. So to check the number of occupied electron shell, what we have to check from the periodic table? We can check from the periodic table. Okay, and from the periodic table, what will give us the idea? The period number. Period number of an element. The period number of an element will give you the occupied electron shells. So let's go to the periodic table. I think the file is not completely downloaded. One second. Okay, I have checked from the periodic table the period number, the number of shells that can be occupied by the indium are the five. Five occupied number of shells. Okay, now the next one. A sample of a indium contains the two isotopes. These are the two isotopes of a indium, 113 and 115. Okay. Atomic number for the indium, which I have already checked. The atomic number is 49 for the indium. Okay. So for the 49, the number of protons for both of the isotopes are same. And for the number of neutrons, you have to subtract the 113 with the 49 for the first one, 115 with the 49 for the second one. So you will get the answer. The first one answer is 64 and the second one answer is 66. So 64 and the 66. For the isotope definition is what? Same number, the elements of the same element having the same number of protons but the different same number of protons and electrons but the different number of neutrons. Now, in this question, we have to find the relative abundance. The relative abundance is given to us. We have to find the AR here, relative atomic mass. Okay. Now, the relative abundance is given to us not in the percentage form. Okay. They are in the number form. Okay. So whenever you have a question like this, when the percentages are not given to you, you have to simply add this relative abundance, which is 19 plus 1 become 20. Instead of dividing with the 100, what you have to do, you have to divide it by 20 with the total abundance of an element present in a nature. So the AR is, for the first one is 113 multiplied by 1 plus second one is 115 multiplied by 19 then divided by 20. Can any one of you please give me the answer? Yes. So the answer is 1414114.3. Question number 2 complete here. Any question you want to ask, students?